This article gives an overview of liberalism in the United Kingdom. It is limited to liberal parties with substantial support, mainly proved by having had a representation in Parliament. The sign denotes another party in that scheme. For inclusion in this scheme, it is not necessarily that parties label themselves as a liberal party. Background: in the United Kingdom, the word liberalism can have any of several meanings. Scholars use the term to refer to classical liberalism. The term also can mean economic liberalism, social liberalism, or political liberalism. It can simply refer to the politics of the Liberal Democrat Party. It can occasionally have the imported American meaning, including the derogatory usage by conservatives. However, the derogatory connotation is much weaker in the UK than in the US, and social liberals from both the left and right wing continue to use liberal and illiberal to describe themselves and their opponents, respectively. Historically, the term referred to the broad liberal political alliance of the 19th century, formed by Whigs, Peelites, and Radicals. This alliance, which developed into the Liberal Party, dominated politics for much of the reign of Queen Victoria and during the years before World War I. British liberalism is now organised mainly in the social liberalism of the Liberal Democrats. The Alliance Party of Northern Ireland is the counterpart in Northern Ireland. Some members of the Conservative Party, most notably the late former Prime Minister Margaret Thatcher, regard that party as the closest major party to classical liberalism because of its commitment to low taxation and economic deregulation. This may change with the election of David Cameron as leader. In his speech to the party conference in 2006, Cameron described the party as a liberal conservative party, and in a speech in Bath on Thursday, the 22nd of March 2007, he described himself as a liberal conservative. Furthermore, Cameron has set up a website designed to appeal to Liberal Democrat members and making heavy use of traditionally liberal rhetoric. During the 2010 general election, Nick Clegg, leader of the Liberal Democrats, said this of conservative claims to the word liberal: "There is a gulf in values between myself and David Cameron. They have no progressive reform agenda at all, only an unbearable sense of entitlement that it's just the time to govern." 1900s, the new liberalism. When the Liberals lost the 1895 general election, a political crisis shook the Liberal Party. Until that, the Liberal Party adhered to the Gladstonian liberalism, a free market and imperialist form of liberalism. But after the 1895, many liberals claimed for a political reform. The reformers' leaders were Thomas Hill Green and Herbert Samuel. That on the Progressive Review on December 1896, said that the classical liberalism was sapped and rattled, claiming for more states' powers. The Samuels' new liberalism called for old age pensions, labor exchanges, and workers' compensation, all prior figuring modern welfare. Many liberals, including future Prime Ministers Henry Campbell Bannerman, Winston Churchill, Herbert H. Asquith and Lloyd George, skeptics of non-interventionism on economy and free market, embraced the new liberalism. During the Liberal governments of 1905 to 1916, the welfare state was abolished. In 1908 were established the old age pensions for people older than age 70, and income tax was introduced, and in 1911 the National Insurance Act was approved. However, the Great War of 1914 reduced the Liberal support from population, and the Liberals themselves split in two factions in 1918, the Asquith supporters and the George's coupons. While Asquith became leader of the opposition, George forged a coalition with the Conservative leader Bonar Law, continuing to be Prime Minister. However, the Liberal internal conflict caused many reformer and radical voters voters to join in the Labour Party, while more conservative Liberals merged the Conservatives led by Stanley Baldwin. The 1924 general election signed the end of the Liberal Party as government force. However, the new liberalism continued to be the preferred ideology by the Liberal Party, until its dissolution in 1988 when formed the Liberal Democrats. Timeline of Liberal parties in Great Britain. The Whigs merged with the Peelites and Radicals into the Liberal Party. The Liberal Party win an overall majority in the 1859 general election, winning 356 seats. Henry John Temple, 3rd Viscount Palmerston, becomes Prime Minister for the second time. The Liberal Party win an overall majority in the 1865 general election, winning 369 seats. Lord Palmerston dies in office and is succeeded by John Russell, 1st Earl Russell. The Liberal Party win an overall majority in the 1868 general election, winning 387 seats. William Ewart Gladstone becomes Prime Minister. The Liberal Party lose the 1874 general election, winning 242 seats. A Conservative government is formed. The Liberal Party win an overall majority in the 1880 general election, winning 352 seats. Gladstone becomes Prime Minister for the second time. The Liberal Party gained the most seats in the 1880 general election but failed to win an overall majority, with the Irish nationalists holding the balance of power. Opponents of Irish Home Rule in the Liberal Party, led by Lord Hartington and Joseph Chamberlain, secede to form the Liberal Unionist Party. The Liberal Party lose the 1886 general election, winning 191 seats. The Liberal Unionists win 77 seats and informally cooperate with the newly formed Conservative government. The Liberal Party win 272 seats in the 1892 general election, and Gladstone becomes Prime Minister for the fourth time, forming a minority government, dependent on Irish nationalist support. The Liberal Unionists win 45 seats. Gladstone resigns as Prime Minister and his successor is Archibald Primrose, 5th Earl of Rosebery. The Liberal Party lose the 1895 general election, winning 177 seats. The Liberal Unionists win 71 seats and with the Conservatives form an unionist government. The Liberal Party win 184 seats in the 1900 general election. The Liberal Unionists win 68 seats and with the Conservatives form an unionist government. The Liberal Party win an overall majority in the 1906 general election, winning 396 seats. Henry Campbell Bannerman becomes Prime Minister. This would prove to be the greatest victory for the Liberals and also the last time the Liberal Party won a majority in their own right. The Liberal Unionists win 25 seats. Henry Campbell Bannerman resigns as Prime Minister and is succeeded by H.H. Asquith. The Liberal Party win 274 seats and the Liberal Unionists win 32 seats in January 1910 general election. Asquith forms a government with the support of the Irish nationalists. Another election is held in December, with the Liberal Party winning 272 seats and the Liberal Unionists winning 36 seats. This would prove the last time the Liberal Party won the highest number of seats in the House of Commons. The Liberal Unionists merge with the Conservatives to form the present-day Conservative and Unionist Party. After several British setbacks in World War I, H.H. Asquith invites the Conservatives to form a wartime coalition government. This marked the end of the last all-Liberal government. H.H. Asquith loses support of the Conservative Party and David Lloyd George becomes Prime Minister. The Liberal Party is now split into two factions, one camp supporting Lloyd George and the other following Asquith. At the end of the war, a general election was held. The Liberal Party remained split, with Lloyd George's coalition Liberals winning 127 seats and the Asquith-led Independent Liberals winning 36 seats. Lloyd George remains Prime Minister with Conservative support. Lloyd George is forced to resign after loss of support from the Conservatives. In the 1922 general election, the Lloyd George-led National Liberals win 53 seats, whilst the Asquith-led Independent Liberals win 62 seats. The National Liberals and the Independent Liberals factions are reunited as one in support of free trade, and the Liberal Party win 158 seats in the 1923 general election. It was the last election in which the Liberals won more than 100 seats. The Liberal Party are nearly wiped out and win only 40 seats in the 1924 general election. The Liberal Party win 59 seats in the 1929 general election. The Liberal Party agrees to join the national government. After the national government proposed to fight the 1931 election for a mandate of tariffs, the Liberal Party was split into three groups. A faction, led by John Simon, supported the protectionist government policy and formed the Liberal National Party. Another faction, led by Lloyd George, became the Independent Liberals. The third grouping, the official Liberal Party, was led by Herbert Samuel. In the 1931 general election, the Liberal Nationals won 35 seats, the official Liberals won 33 seats, the Independent Liberals won 4 seats. The official Liberal Party leave the national government. In the 1935 general election, the Liberal Nationals won 33 seats, the official Liberals won 21 seats, the Independent Liberals won 4 seats. Lloyd George's Independent Liberals rejoined with the rest of the official Liberal Party after the general election. The Liberal Nationals remain in the national government. Both the Liberal Party and the Liberal National Party join the Churchill wartime government. The Liberal Party win 12 seats, and the Liberal Nationals win 11 seats in the 1945 general election. The Liberal National Party is renamed National Liberal Party and formally merges with the Conservative Party at constituency level. However, some MPs and candidates continue to use the National Liberal label for the next 20 years. The Liberal Party win 9 seats in the 1950 general election. Candidates under the National Liberals banner win 17 seats. The Liberal Party win 6 seats in the 1951 general election. National Liberals win 19 seats and with the Conservatives form a Conservative government. The Liberal Party win 6 seats in the 1955 general election. National Liberals win 21 seats and with the Conservatives form a Conservative government. The Liberal Party win 6 seats in the 1951 general election. National Liberals win 19 seats and with the Conservatives form a Conservative government. The Liberal Party win 9 seats in the 1964 general election. National Liberals win 6 seats. The Liberal Party win 12 seats in the 1966 general election. National Liberals win 3 seats. The National Liberals merge completely with the Conservative Party. The Liberal Party win 6 seats in the 1970 general election. The Liberal Party win 14 seats in the February 1974 general election and hold the balance of power. The Liberal Party win 13 seats in the October 1974 general election. The Liberal Party win 11 seats in the 1979 general election. A faction in the Labour Party break away and form Social Democratic Party. An electoral and political alliance between the Liberal Party and SDP is formed. The Liberal Party wins 17 seats and the SDP wins 6 seats in the 1983 general election. The Liberal-SDP alliance win 22 seats in the 1987 general election. The Liberal Party merged with SDP into the Liberal Democrats. The anti-merger Liberal Party and continuing SDP are formed. The Liberal Democrats win 20 seats in the 1992 general election. The Liberal Democrats win 46 seats in the 1997 general election. The Liberal Democrats win 52 seats in the 2001 general election. A splinter group of the Conservative Party, pro-Euro Conservative Party, merges into Liberal Democrats. The Liberal Democrats win 62 seats in the 2005 general election. The Liberal Democrats win 57 seats in the 2010 general election and form a coalition government with the Conservatives. The Liberal Democrats are nearly wiped out and win only 8 seats in the 2015 general election. Timeline of Liberal parties in Northern Ireland. The Ulster Liberal Association is formed, and is soon renamed as the Ulster Liberal Party. The Alliance Party of Northern Ireland is formed. The Ulster Liberal Party fields its last candidate in a Northern Ireland election and subsequently endorses alliance candidates instead. A small branch of the Liberal Democrats is formed in Northern Ireland. Like the Ulster Liberal Party, it supports Alliance Party candidates in elections. The Alliance Party of Northern Ireland win 1 seat in the 2010 general election. List of Liberal-led governments of the United Kingdom. Liberal leaders. Whigs: Charles James Fox, Charles L. Grey. The Liberal Party: Henry John Temple, 3rd Viscount Palmerston, John Russell, 1st Earl Russell, William Ewart Gladstone, Lord Rosebery, Henry Campbell Bannerman, Herbert Henry Asquith, David Lloyd George, Herbert Samuel, Archibald Sinclair, Clement Davies, Joe Grimond, Jeremy Thorpe, David Steele. Liberal Democrats: Paddy Ashdown, Charles Kennedy, Menzies Campbell, Nick Clegg, Tim Farron. Liberal thinkers. In the contributions to liberal theory, the following British thinkers are included: Thomas Hobbes, John Locke, John Trenchard, Thomas Gordon, David Hume, Richard Price, Adam Smith, Joseph Priestley, Thomas Paine, Jeremy Bentham, James Mill, John Stuart Mill, Herbert Spencer, Thomas Hill Green, Leonard Trelawney Hobhouse, William Beveridge, John Maynard Keynes, Friedrich Hayek, Karl Raimund Popper, John Hicks, Isaiah Berlin, Ralph Dahrendorf, David Laws,